Today I want to talk about a phenomenon that has affected my life personally and so many other lives. This type of phenomenon is so common in our society that I'm sure you have heard of it by now. Domestic violence or intimate partner violence. There's a few ways to explain exactly what this term means. One way refers to the outward physical and visible abuse of somebody. This is kicking, pushing, slapping, even sexually abusing. This is the type that can be seen, that can be proven and measured. It's obvious that it's abuse. However, there is another type that is way more subtle and can even remain hidden. This type is more controlling and verbal than it is physical, but if it's left alone, it can turn physical in a heartbeat. The crazy part is, 1 in 3 women will experience one or more of these types of abuse in their lifetime. It does happen to guys too, but it goes way less reported. In fact, more often than not, these cases go unreported, especially the subtler type of abuse. There are many reasons why these go unreported. Some women may feel that their situation is too dangerous, and others, I feel like more often, may feel that their situation isn't dangerous enough. Similar to how I felt, they may be afraid that their situation won't be taken seriously if there's not a tangible problem at hand. And of course, leaving somebody you love, no matter how hurtful they are to you, and facing the aloneness that comes after, that can be really scary. The good news is, these cases don't always have to be reported in order to be recognized and for some steps to be taken in the right direction. There are definitely some telltale signs that some abuse might be taking place. If the answer is yes to one or more of the following questions, that's a great indicator that some action might need to be taken. Do you ever feel anxious, scared, or unsafe around them? Do you feel like you can't say or do certain things when you're around them? Do they ever get upset when you want to spend time alone or with friends? Do they ever try to control your appearance? Do they go through your personal messages? Do they ever threaten to harm you or themselves in any circumstance? Do they get jealous or possessive easily? The truth is, maintaining a relationship with somebody who wants to control you is kind of like walking on eggshells. It just doesn't work. And the longer that you try, the messier it gets. Eventually, their voice becomes the voice inside your head, and you become the abuser of yourself. At that point, it may seem like you don't even deserve real love. But I'm here to tell you, as a beautiful human being, you deserve it. Making the decision to leave is not easy. But as someone who made that decision herself, I can tell you it's very rewarding. There are certain steps you can take to make a recovery. The number one thing is to make sure you are safe first. Leaving can provoke violence and resistance in your partner, and they might not even understand why you have to leave. There's definitely legal options you can take if it's necessary. You can find links to help centers in the description below. Number 2, congratulate yourself. Give yourself a big old hug. Eat a sundae. Just takes so much self-respect to leave. And most importantly, now this part might take a while, but forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and forgive your partner. What has happened in the past cannot be undone, but the future is yours to create. Number 3 is to stay connected. Having emotional support makes all the difference when you're going through something like this. This emotional support can come from anywhere, from your friends, from your parents. There are even online groups out there that are willing to listen to whatever it is that you need to get out. This is going to keep you feeling grounded, and it's going to prevent you from running back to something that was unhealthy for you. Number 5 is to find that go-to activity that you just love, that'll keep your spirits lifting. For me personally, I found it in hula hooping, but also any form of exercise works. Any form of art, reading books, playing sports, just anything that's going to get you out of your head and that'll be healthy for you. Number 6 is to set aside some time for quiet meditation. A lot of times when I suggest this to people, they may feel a little bit overwhelmed or they're worried they're not doing it right. Just think of it as a time to yourself and a time that you can just relax. A time where you can just sit with no expectations and just be. You can do this either in silence, or there's many, many YouTube videos out there that can guide you or provide relaxing background music. Number 7's optional, but I find that it works. If you change something outwardly, it's a huge symbol that you're changing something inwardly as well. This could be anything. You can get a haircut, you can rearrange and clean your room, you can do your nails, just something to signify that this is a new you. These are just a few steps you can take in the gigantic sea of options you have when you find yourself in this difficult situation. Years later, I still use them, and now I love my life. Don't let anyone ever tell you that this subtler verbal abuse is any less damaging or serious than physical abuse. Just know that there is hope, there is help, there is support, but it is up to you to first decide to help yourself. When you finally do, help is waiting everywhere for you. Until next time.